Hey, I'm gonna be reacting to I'm Staying on a Million Live, episode 5. And I'll be starting my reaction to this in 1, 0, go! Alright. I'm absolutely pumped up for this. Aww. It's actually nice to finally delve into her mindset, though. Aww. That's really damn sweet there. We get to see this on screen. And I love the determination in Kusuo's eyes, too. Oh man, those sleazy ass bastards. Aww. I actually like how they showed a bit of what was happening while they were captured, and they don't just pass it off as like a complete comedic context there. Hey, actually, I'm actually surprised they tackled that angle right there. And considering the field of study that Kusei wants to get into, it makes sense why it unnerved her the most. And of all the others in the party, well, Yotsuba, it makes sense why he'd get used to it a lot more quicker, considering his backstory. That's life, though. You may want it peaceful, but life doesn't give a shit of whether you want things peaceful or not. The only thing you can do is just tackle whatever obstacles are in front of you. And just try to keep the peace as much as you can. But if you can't, you can't be going through life with just utilizing a flight response. Sometimes you just gotta fight it. Oh, actually, I don't think I mentioned this in the live stream reaction, but I actually gotta congratulate the I'm Staying on a Million Lives franchise. I read a few weeks ago on Anime News Network that apparently this series actually increased the sales of its source material by 11 times on Anime News Network, so I gotta give props to the series for that. I only wish it even more success, but it's nice to hear that at least the anime did its job in boosting it. That's actually pretty damn cool. But now back to the series itself. Oh man. All those beasts looks pretty dang menacing, I ain't gonna lie. This is how they're all side by side. It looks so damn cool. I just wonder if that night lady's just gonna be the last addition to their team, because in the opening it only shows those five, and that's it. It doesn't really show anyone else. Alright, now it's back. Oh, hello, Anime Doji. Hope you're having a great day right now. I actually don't mind them resting because they can get used to the night. We could see more snippets of her personality when she's not in a combat orientation. And I like how we're getting to see the psychological toll that they've actually received. It's not just because in most animes, when characters just kill another character, the character that does the killing usually doesn't react, especially if it's a main character. Like how in this instance, though, you see how much it's unnerving Kusei at the very least. Aww. The only thing she can do is she has to train herself so that she can protect herself and other people. I think she can. I think her best bet is to try to take the approach of the Otsuka, just train herself up in that world, grind a bit, and she'll probably be fine. Can't blame them, though. I mean, I'd be doing the same thing, too, of outing him, just trying to get my experience points up for survival. He kind of has to. I mean, hey, at least it's better than nothing. A 3% win ratio. Oh! Yeah, that should make Glass a stranger too. But I think the one that really needs the training the most is, aside from Yotsuo. Whoa, okay, that's kind of creepy. I think the one that really needs the training though is Kusei though, aside from Yotsuo. Whoa! That's definitely a load of crazy beauty right there. Oh yeah, I actually want to. Yo, what type of luck did she have to make her have that mindset? But hey, you know, it's actually be a good experience for her. She can learn how to dodge enemies when they're armed. Oh, at least now we know the ratio of pain. Oh no, I'm not gonna sleep when I anime doji. I'm still gonna react to anime. It's all good. I'm not gonna cop a cow if you can't fix. Hmm. Probably Goblin tier opponent, Goblin King type of opponent if they're that drained. I mean, yeah, things may have fallen apart from the perspective of Kusei. Huh? I mean, yeah, it's better than nothing, though. Okay, this one should shut the hell up. Exactly! Shut up! I'm saying that woman with the glasses. She has done nothing but bitch! But bitch each and every single episode ever since she was introduced. I'm like, jeez. Oh, yes, I love that. Instead of complaining, that's the spirit. Train your body up, work your hardest like that. Oh, that's so adorable. Huh? Man, I swear, what is up with glasses? She has to bitch about every little fucking thing. But then again, that's how it is in real life, too. You got people that are pouty as hell. Yeah, it does kind of suck on me, Doji. Sleeping. On time, on occasions. Damn, the production values of the series have taken a tumble dive. It seems like the peak was the first two episodes, and even in the first two episodes, Sakuga failed. I'm hoping that means they're saving it for like a big tier fight. Oh! Yeah, you got it killed! Woo! She's growing. She's growing. Hopefully there comes a... And I have a feeling there'll come a time where she's not going to apologize anymore for slaying an enemy. Aww. I mean, yeah, the more you gain up in experience. Yeah, the more you go up in experience, the harder it is to actually raise it up. That's how it is in RPG games. Today's the oh. That's what she's worried about. Yeah, that's what I've been wondering. I wouldn't be surprised if she has a tragic backstory. I thought it was gonna be some kind of like sad backstory, not. Oh man. Whoa, it's probably more deep than they all bargained for. I love this chick even more than I already did. Okay, I mean, look like he's about to climax in front of everyone with that facial expression he's making. He's making the face that a hentai female character would make right before he's tackling their prey. Like, no joke. Oh my. Huh. Aww. Well, yeah. But hey, you know, as long as it works out in their favor, who cares about the little details, you know? And that's something I've been liking about this series too. Aside from the characters having the immediate goal of surviving in the isekai world, they got their own goals too in real life that they want to pursue. That's something that I really dig. Because in some isekai, sometimes the protagonists go into an isekai world and their aims are they really don't have any interesting aims. Here they do. As for that animated doji, he doesn't react to Assault Lily because Mad Lab's schedule usually filled on Fridays. So that's why he doesn't react to Assault Lily anymore, because it doesn't release on Thursday when it's supposed to release. Oof. Alright, at least that thing didn't break. Nezuka, oh. Nezuka's with the experience of Yotsuya going up, he's also got a lot more physical strength too. Has to be it. Because usually when you go up in stats and RPGs, all your attributes go up. The scary thing though is when they actually do get to their goal, they're not going to be able to use Cavell because she only said she's only going to be able to accompany up to a certain point. And you know they're not gonna let her go by herself. Aww. And it makes sense that she'd have this mindset too, considering she wants to study something in the medical field. Hey, that's actually a good comeback. Come on, Yotsu, don't laugh at that. Dude. Yeah, she is absolutely badass. Yeah, worst case scenario, even if it delays them, they could level up taking on those enemies. And plus they have Cavell, they don't have the luxury of knowing when Cavell is not going to be able to accompany anymore. They might as well utilize her. No, Anime Kari's PS film is next, and then Tony Kawa is next. Anime to Doji. Hopefully they leave at least one of them behind so that they could regenerate. Hey, you know, that's actually good in a way. Because while enemies instantly react to them, that means potential allies to react to them too. That pen is so fucking cute! I mean, I guess you can use the pen as a makeshift shield. Yeah, the animators stopped trying at this point. I thought they were at the very least going to animate this good, considering we see those pieces in the opening. Huh. Yeah, it only works against sea-ring creatures or low. No, I remember it being mentioned in one of the earlier, in the previous episode, it only works on, at the least, sea-rank and lower. That thing has to be stronger than sea-rank, considering that he even said those two are... Oh, it doesn't feel like I'm watching anime anymore. It feels like I'm watching a PowerPoint presentation. If I'm being perfectly honest. She back! I mean, Kusei... Oh, what the... Alright, good. Oh, snap. She about to do something badass? Maybe she's gonna whip out the longsword at the last second. Right when the wolf's about to strike, since she doesn't have a weapon, its guard's gonna be down. I think that's probably what she's gonna be aiming for. And it's probably gonna be the longsword. Yeah, it's gonna be the longsword. Yo, that was actually smart. Projecting it at just the last second. So that the enemy would have its guard down. That is some beautiful technical IQ there. Yo, that was fucking slick right there. Oh. And the Hitermala completes that comedic sequence. It's just a shame. I like the writing, it's just the animation quality is horrid though. This series would be like on a whole nother level if it was well animated. Jeez, that sounds pretty dang overpowered. Holy shit. Well, I guess not overpowered, because strength-wise it still can't match up against the power of most strongest creatures, or enemies. He's got a point, because if things go wrong, haywire, and he accidentally kills himself in draining, and doing the MP drain, he could die, so I could see why he wouldn't share that with the others from the get-go. Oh, damn. Yo, this is gonna actually not question their ethical decisions. Oh, snap. Yeah, they're in an ethical dilemma now. Oh, snap. And you know what I like about this scene, too? Shows you that no amount of grinding, no amount of strength is going to help them out. They're going to have to use their abilities of reading the temperature in the room to get out of this scenario. So this is actually pretty damn good, finally. Well, in my times on Dragon Quest, the Adventure Die is going to be at 7 o'clock p.m. I don't know about your time zone, because my time operates on U.S. Pacific time. I don't mean Doji. No, those kids are legitimately. Well, that kid was legitimately sick. The one at the end. I mean, more like knocked the hell out. But we'll know the ins and outs of that in the next episode, though. As for the episode itself, if I were to rate, I'm sending a million lives. If I were to rate this on a scale of like 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, it's tough to rate this one. I like the script. I like the moral dilemma at the end. But this series, a large portion of it is action, and it keeps on animating it like shit. So I gotta consider that too. But let me start with positive. I like how now Yota's placed in a spot where he's got to think about how to properly accomplish the mission. Whether the next few actions he's going to take are going to be right or wrong. That I love. Where characters are put in spots that are going to make him feel completely uncomfortable. Oh. I like the JRPG vibe here. You know, it's always annoying in RPGs when it happens too. You go into an level and you get bitched the fuck out by a strong enemy. Nah, so you just gotta get good, that's all. It ain't gaming shit. Gotta get good, that's all. As for another elements I like about this episode, aside from them being put in a tough moral dilemma, I actually love how it delved more into Kusei's mindset. Seeing how rough she's had it since she was a kid, and just seeing her want to improve herself by constantly wanting to increase in strength, willing to take the call of action when it comes to killing one of the enemy creatures and the goblin. I like how and I like her growth too, how when she killed the first creature she defeated, she actually was close to the verge of tears, but when she defeated the second enemy, she was much more determined, and I like that type of progression there. Shows you her emotional intelligence as she's gaining more experiences. And another thing I love, aside from the Kusei growth, I actually love how you see Yota, where he's picking up new skills, seeing other experiences, seeing how other creatures do it, and utilizing it in his own moveset. I love that, showing you how smart he is. And that's why I thought this episode did great from a character standpoint. The only downside was Glasses Chick. She was just annoying as fuck. I'm like, when is this chick gonna do anything? It's been like five episodes and she still hasn't done much. That's really one of the downsides about this episode. As for my bear animated doji, I only use the bear when there's a bear in an episode since you're saying that the next Jujutsu Kaisen might have the bear, I'll use it potentially, the bear for that. That's why. That's why I use it for Kuma Bear, because there's a bear there. That's why I don't have my bear often. But back into what I was saying about this episode, though. Oh, so that's why you said Dragon Quest is coming out for you tomorrow, then. Well, for me, it's coming out today. Because in my time zone, it's morning right now, animated doji. But yeah. That's why I thought this episode was good from the character standpoint, with just a single blemish. And I love the comedic sequences with Cavell. Now, from a story standpoint, even though I did say there were some things I liked about it, there were some things where I kind of disagree with. Like, when you have that chick complaining about Yota leveling up, I'm just like, shouldn't she be happy that one of their party members is leveling up? Just considering the fact that it would increase their chances for survival. So that's something that didn't sit well with me in this series. Just one of the group members just constantly bitching about every little thing. I'm like, geez, can anything to make this woman happy? And this is something I gotta mention, but the animation quality killed a lot of the enjoyment that I can get from this episode. Because literally a large part of it was action-based. The only bits that were semi-decently animated were when the goblin jumped into the blade of Kusei and the wolf creature jumped into Kusei's blade. Those are the only sequences where like, alright, the animation ain't bad. But everything else, it felt like I was watching animation from the 80s. And that wouldn't even be fair because I've seen animations from the 80s that look better, like Ashita no Joe and Studio Ghibli films. And a lot of other series in the 80s that look way better than this. A series from 2020 should not look this bad. And I want to hear the excuse that, oh, the pandemic. I don't want to hear that excuse. Because there's a lot of beautiful looking animes this season. So that's the only thing that really hampers my enjoyment. Art quality was bad too. There are certain instances where you can tell that was hella off the model. Oh, so that's when I average for the animated doji. Alright. Cool, good way of starting the day though. And then another thing too about this episode, that even though I didn't like the animation art quality, I do like the voice performances. You can tell the actors are trying their best. The soundtrack was okay, and that's it for this episode. If I rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'm going to rate it a 5 out of 10. It's average because I like the writing, but damn, the animation quality is awful. And if they don't start stepping it up for big moments in episode 6, I'm going to start being a bit more harsher on this series because out of like 5 episodes, only 2 of them look just average at best. And since this is an action-based series, it's going to be pathetic if the only thing they can do is just still shots. You know? At that point, this might as well just be a colored audio manga at this point, you know? Instead of just the title being an anime. I agree, the new Assault Lily ED theme was fire as hell. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. Decent script, bad visuals, though. That's pretty much what this amounts to. But at the same time, it has good character moments. But anyways, y'all, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the episode. Whether you liked this episode more than I did, or hated it more than I did, or if you're in the middle like me. Hope y'all share the video, rate it, comment, subscribe, because I will be reacting to I'm Saying on a Million Lives episode 6. And I hope y'all have a great, super fantastic day, and thank y'all so much for watching my video. And before I go, thank you so much, Anime to Jody, for commenting in the live chat, and everyone else. Thank y'all so much for watching my live stream reaction. No, thank you very much. Hope you all have a great, safe, and fantastic day, and a healthy day too, y'all. Bye-bye.